You might be the one that needs to climb up and get the bananas, but there will be a million people out there that pull you back, that will not let you do what you have to do. On a Harvard study that was done a while ago on what makes you happy, on what constitutes happiness, one of the main things that they found was that you needed to have nurturing relationships. So if you had a spouse that was very kind, if you had children that were good to you, if you had friends that loved you, your happiness index went up. You felt happier, you felt more relaxed, you felt better. What happens in our life is that we are married into certain relationships, or we get involved in certain relationships that we cannot get out of. And these relationships, we understand, we know this is not serving us. This constantly makes us think that we are less than what we need to be. That what we do is just never good enough. There are people that constantly bring you down. There was an experiment that was done with some monkeys where it was called a banana experiment, right? So every time they put this bunch of bananas in the center and they put these monkeys there, and every time the monkeys tried to climb, they hosed it down with a very strong hose. After a while, the monkey refused to climb. Then they took out one monkey and they brought another monkey in. And when that monkey tried to climb, the other monkeys pulled it back and would not let it climb. It was very interesting that group activity or group behavior is so different, so different. You might be the one that needs to climb up and get the bananas, but there will be a million people out there that pull you back, that will not let you do what you have to do. When I started meditating, I was the only one in my entire family that meditated. And the ridicule that I faced from my family, it was really sad. It wasn't that they didn't support me. That's fine. If you don't support me and you keep your mouth shut, it's fine. But to make you feel as if something is wrong with you, that you need the meditation because you're just not equipped to deal with life like other people are or like they are. That they are okay. You need to be fixed. But why meditation? Try a therapist. Go to a therapist. Take a medication. People are constantly trying to fix you. They want you to behave in the way they like people to be. We want the world to be exactly like us. And we are intolerant of anything that's different. You can barely control your own mind. How are we trying to control the whole world? How are we trying to control others? Right? So there are those that control, and there are those that are controlled. We fall into one or the other category. Either we are controlled or we are controlling. And most often, relationships are so abusive, but the abused cannot get out of it. Cannot get out of it. They're in a toxic relationship. And I've seen this when I've done my book readings at, with domestic abuse, especially in Miami, that there is this huge Latin community, and it's a lot of the women don't have legal status. So they don't feel that they can go to anybody and ask for help to get out of it. They understand they're being beaten. And the seventh time, according to statistics, if they escape, they survive, they live on, right? But if they move on to number 9, they're usually dead. It is so sad that so many women are in abusive relationships. And during COVID, this became even worse because they were caught in their homes with the person abusing them. Mm-hmm. And there was nowhere they could go, And I've been in conversations where people say, what's wrong with them? Let them leave. It's not that easy because the mind plays tricks on you. The mind plays tricks on you. You have a child. You're caught in a family. You cannot escape. You cannot escape your predicament. It's just too difficult. It is too difficult. It requires a tremendous inner strength to be able to break free from those toxic chains. Number 1, you have to realize that you are in a toxic relationship. That itself is huge. Because women, especially women, make excuses. They make excuses. And while women face a problem in the house, men face the abuse in the workplace. They are demeaned. They are made to feel less of a human being. I remember just going to Joke Falls in India for a vacation, and there was this guy who was chief engineer or chief something, and he was in charge of the guest houses there. And the peon came to talk to him. The peon is the clerk. Came to talk to him, ask him for some room. And my God, the way he shouted at him, the names he called him, the way he abused him. My husband and myself were just staring. And this man had to listen to it. There was no escaping it. This is his job. This is his livelihood. He probably has 7 or 8 people that depend on him. So he has to listen to this abuse. And that is terrible. That is just terrible. We are in situations either financially tied, economically tied, because we don't have the escape. I always think that, women, if they get financially independent, they can escape that toxic relationship. They're doctors. I know doctors. I know women. In spite of having the ability to support themselves financially, don't have the inner strength to break free. And breaking free is not always the answer. Sometimes a toxic person is put in your path for you to learn a life lesson, for you to learn how to face this world, how to listen, put up a deflector, and just not be affected by it. And what is a deflector? I have plenty of videos on it on my channel where I've talked about it. A deflector is like an invisible armor around you. You know it's up, and the words just bounce off it. They don't come through and hurt you. You see, because anyone can say anything to you, but as long as you don't think it hurts you, sticks and stones, right? But we have certain people in our lives. We have certain people in our lives that just know how to push your button. They know exactly what to say to make you feel thoroughly miserable for the rest of the day. They say it to you once and you say it to yourself 5,000 times. We repeat it, and how could she say this to me? What did I do to say this? How do I, next time when she says it, for sure I'm going to say this to her. I'm going to tell her off, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do so many scenarios. She's probably forgotten that she said that to you. He's probably forgotten he said that to you. But you are in the grip of this suffering because the stories go on and on and on and on. We are our worst enemy because we don't recognize when it's time to walk away. If you have a cancer in your body, what do doctors do? They cut it out and throw it away. And then you have to modify your diet, you have to modify your behavior, and you have to take that bitter treatment to get rid of the cancers. Toxic relationships are like that. They are like cancers in your body. You must recognize them and then be able to just tear them away and throw them out. This is not easy. It takes time, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of support. You need to have people around you that are nurturing, that build you up, and that tell you when you're wrong. These are the kind of people we need in our lives. We need people to give us that feedback that is for us, for our growth, for our improvement. Because not all of us have this ability to look at a situation, to behave in a certain way and learn from it and move forward. We are not all spiritually evolved. You know, who can be that spiritually evolved, right? We're all evolving little by little. Each one of us is at a different stage. Yeah, we know this. We know it. For sure we know it. Yeah. Toxic relationships are bad for you. Get rid of it. And very easily, other people tell you, oh my God, she's bad for you. Get rid of her. How? How do I get rid of her? She's my best friend, my spouse, my boss, my sister, my child. Right? It's usually people that are very close to you. Very close to you. You have to learn to smile, put up that shield, and smile through it all. How much can they insult you if you're smiling? How much can they hurt you? If you have a deflector on, it can't reach you if you won't allow it. We let their words come much deeper than it's intended. We let those barbs become poisoned arrows, and we poison our mind all day, every day. That's the suffering. That's the suffering. Nobody does it to you. You do it to yourself. You do it to yourself, and only you can wake up and say enough. This is it. I'm not going to take any more. I am peaceful, I am calm, I am joy. It doesn't help to combat insults with even more insults. Because the ultimate goal is to have that peace of mind. What is the quality of your mind now? Because we only want to be happy. Happiness is your birthright. That is the state we want to return to. And if it means cutting someone out from your life, in the short run, it might be extremely difficult. But ultimately, it will work in your favor. I always send out the energy that let it all calm down. Let them come back to me in the way I want them. In my head, I'm not trying to manipulate anybody. I'm not trying. I can barely manipulate my own mind. What am I trying with other people, right? So in my heart, I say, I will love them the way I love them. And if it's not meant to be, so be it. If they come back, wow, great. But I will not be sad for 1 minute. I will not allow anybody to take my peace away. I just won't allow it. And yeah, it's harder said than done. There were days I could say 10 years ago, where weeks would pass with the festering. I was miserable. I was angry. And when you are miserable and when you're angry, when you're in a toxic relationship, there is so much stress. There is disease. You fall sick, you get headaches, you get the cancers, you get the heart attacks. But as you meditate, the more you meditate, the more the awareness builds in you. The more you are able to analyze your thoughts, see your thoughts, realize which thoughts are harmful, where do they come from, and what you need to do to make sure that the quality of your day is good. This is all that matters. How you show up right now is all that matters. Because if you are miserable, if you are scared, if you are frightened right now, it's not going to change in the future. If you are crying, if you're holding on to hurt, if you're resisting something, it's time to let go. It's time to let go. You are stronger than you think you are. You can eliminate difficult relationships and move forward. There is no point holding on to something that no longer serves you. It's like taking a deep breath and not letting go. And I always say that we all have the power to let go. Try taking a breath and not letting go. Go ahead, try it. You can take a breath, but you're not allowed to let go. Can you do it? Can you ever do it? We are hardwired to let it go. If we only get to source, to center, letting go, it becomes part of everything. It's only because we're outside in our thoughts, in our feelings that are hurt, in our emotions that are so, I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling. The hell with feelings. They create havoc in your life. They come, they go. They come, they go. They're not reliable. Go to what's reliable. And the only thing that's reliable is center. I am peace, I am joy, I am love. I am peace, I am joy, I am love. That's it. That's it. I gotta do whatever it takes to get back to that state where you feel happiness is my birthright. Om Namah Shivaya.